We are live streaming Timothy Allen, Isabella Patel, here. Scott Dorn, Nick Colombo, here. Haley Kane, here. Glasson, Desiree Brown, here. Fabian Morales, Jacob Constant, here. Iris Sergel, here. William Connor, here. Angela Hayes, here. Daniel Lyons, here. Maggie Roberts, here. Brendan Rita, here. Austin Morgan, here. Christopher Kira, here. Isabel Lindsay, here. David McDonald, here. Rhoda Black, here. Miles Jordan, Justin Wong, here. Crystal Mills, Maddie Bruno, Patricia Silla, Benjamin Burnham, Jacobo Weir, Ariana Baker. Are there any corrections in September 26th? Seeing none. And your presence report, Nicholas Smith. Hello, everyone. Maureen is Assistant Vice President of University. Please help me, Maureen.
I just had a couple of updates for the summer. We're still working on the process. So, first kind of what's new. Those of you who are in middle school, you've seen it that in the rounds of the that was completed this summer. Well, hopefully we have some classes in there. Franco is almost done. We still have Naco Center. It's going to be scanning into plans probably in December. And finishing up the interior of June, and also the auditorium. So those are two pretty big projects that we accomplished last summer. And then a couple other smaller ones that may not necessarily have full impact on you, but just wanted to share. Over at Horace Mann, for those who are new, that's where the criminal justice program used to be. That the faculty have been moved over to this campus, and they're in Stanford, and the classes are also on campus now. The Copy Center has moved to Horace Mann, and the marketing department also, and the business marketing department, they're also on the first floor of Horace Mann. Some other kind of infrastructure things. My hall was closed right at the end of the summer, right before the classes began. Those faculty members have been moved also to Scanlon Hall. Right now, I really don't have any kind of answer for you as to what the long-term thoughts, projections, or whatever are on that building. We really actually obviously haven't had a lot of time about that. So, can't really go on that, but as soon as I know Maureen will come back and we can talk about some of the strategies that we're thinking about. Some other infrastructure projects, we finished some power work that was in front of Davis Hall, and that road in between Davis and Scanlon this summer. We are almost completed with some hot water work here in this building. We finished some work in the boiler room, and we also finished some work on the pool. We'll also be starting work on the heating on the outside of the pool for this year. I'm sure most of you know that has moved to Lammers. They're on Lammers first floor. And we We have started our student desk replacement project. Facilities and academic affairs have partnered to start replacing some of what we like to call our mandates. Those old chairs. We were able to get a bunch of classrooms in Batestown and a couple of classrooms in Wilson. We'll continue that replacement program for the next few years. Projects underway, as I said, the relocation of the house will hopefully be in December, if not sooner. Student accounts, a couple of student accounts. People will be moving up to the first floor of our students. We are trying very hard to get Amazon package drop-off pickup area for the campus. More to come on that. I will give you an announcement and get that figured out. And the next 5 years, we will continue to work on road work and sidewalk. You know, it's been a lot of new roads that were associated with the friend zone. So we are going to continue to use those roads, and especially sidewalks. I know it's not going to the regulations as well. And I need your assistance. Last year, we finished the recent Westfield, and we added one in Wilson Hall. The next one is we're about to start this year. Last year, we had talked about, really had made more decisions on the next location of the sports center. And so I would love to hear your thoughts on that and how we can move on with that. We need to get an architect engineer started and involved now. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns from the
I think it's really fun. Seeing as like on campus we have we have one for there's one real as long as like
so what we're, obviously there's changes in genres and genre, so whatever we do, we also genre. So there is one of the influenza as well.
So you mentioned that we have this is the foundation of what accommodate all aspects of
Yes, that's
Well, I do like the idea of we're going to discuss it.
Two things, I don't want to get either or share, but how much is the justification costing us conference, and when do you think, by what year will we have generic
let's see, so the desk, we have about $5,000 a year. So we will just continue, right away on all place, active affairs, prioritizes the for me. We just replace those on a regular basis. So, hopefully, too long, but it will be a few years. That, and then,
what year, rough estimate, what time do you think will that all will have been?
we don't have very many more left, but, it is something that's imperative for the school. The president has said, about capital funds, what to create these, to create the investments, and all of the buildings. So, again, 5, 6, 7 years, but we're hoping to do one a year. There's limited funds, $20,000 a year. And we're starting at $1 million. we start getting involved. So, we'll see how far we get, engineering, how it is on the work, and hopefully we can get it completed in the next 2 years.
Jim Carter,
Hi, Maureen. So from my understanding is that the budget is passed by the state legislature, includes funding for higher education capital funding. But I know that there's not a lot of information, but I know it's a grant process, there's a set amount going to the schools. Can you just explain that a little bit? And if we did get the money, what is it going to?
So we do have money, I think it's the same program. So, we just completed, last summer was the completion of the first 5-year bond money for the maintenance on campus. This year starts the next 5 years. So that program, is specifically for department maintenance. We look at, the mechanical aspects, but we also can take into consideration and what that looks like. Maybe that's where the roads and sidewalk from the next 5 years happening. So, yes, we had $9.2 million over 5 years. And that's, and that's from the state regarding that.
Sarah Henderson,
Roughly how much do you think the deferred maintenance is up to without the money with the
So right now we have about $150 million. Again, I keep saying this, 9.2 sounds like a lot of money. We have not missed deferred maintenance. It's good to know.
any further? Seeing none? Oh, Joseph,
This is kind of related to that portion, but I was wondering if there's any
Yeah, so Monroe, as I said earlier, was vacated right at the end of the summer. I do not know what the plans are right now for that space. Talk about it, so that is something that, the cabinet will be discussing. And, right now, we don't know what the utilization will do, which is, someone is evaluating really every inch of our campus and see how much that is used. So, I think that will also help us make a decision as to what we will do.
any further? Seeing none?
Just 2 more things. Sorry. I just want to let you all know that the STEAM is coming on Tuesday, which means we'll have a really warm Tuesday. Just wanted to give you that heads up. Yeah, do you have any other questions? So, any
Well,
questions?
Black,
So, not sure if this would be really going on. So I know last year, looking at these values, they were COVID testing center, interaction, how, yeah, with that space still being empty, one is putting in a order to not already how you put that in as a future office.
I don't know, but how many? You know?
That space is currently not being utilized. Space allocation works. It belongs to the area vice president. So the area vice president can be allocated as needed. Move to another area. So department as well in there. Our place to go that as right now. Last I heard it was moving on this space, and then it kind of stalled there.
Is not,
There should be at least one system in each dorm right now. We're looking at one. We just put one in the middle of the night, and we first put projects like this.
I know that.
We're actually working right now on installer batteries.
It looks like Sam is playing.
I'm so sorry to butt in. Hi, everyone. My name is Sam Sigalos. I'm the ARD of Newhall. I don't mean to undercut the whole conversation that had just happened. However, the room that was used for storage is now the Newhall Common Room that's having a grand opening on October 20th, ribbon cutting ceremony. And the room right next door to it is a computer lab with a black and white functioning printer. So they're both there. Sorry about that, but it is there. There are two desktops that both print the printer right now. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Thanks, Sam. Good morning.
I know some students are having the issue with like, the connection to the doors and training. You want to work on that or?
Yes, we're working on that. If there are specific issues for specific people, you can email me. We did an upgrade for the software this summer and also with glitches, so, right now, these bathrooms have been done today, working bathrooms have been done tomorrow, and, yeah, so if there's still issues in Billy, just please drop me a note so we can look and see what's going on.
Thank you. Adam Carpenter?
I just have a question regarding when the auditorium is
So we're hoping by, the first of November, right now we're just having some, with a couple of vendors and lead times. So we're hoping for, November 1st. We will be using, hopefully, we will be using it for the ribbon cutting speeches, next week. So I should actually know what they're saying exact time.
Dan Courier?
Hi, Maureen. So elevators are a consistent issue in the residence halls. So they often don't work after a week, and then they get back online, and they fail within a week, back online. It's a consistent issue. So do you have any information about why the elevators are failing?
You know, they're under contract to be serviced all the time. I can tell you that jumping and smashing into each other in the elevators as well. I don't know why, but I mean, they're serviced all the time. I think you know, as soon as we hear something down, and it's
Maybe just readdress that. Yes, I know it's not really great, but I think in general, I know, and in case people didn't know, this stuff is 3.5 hours school here. I was Sarah, and we did an investigative report on it and found it costs us over $1,000 to get it. Get us free, and it's like this keep going on. Right now, we're in a bit of a deficit, as you know. My concern is that we consistently have these elevators going down, it's hanging left, it's open them up, so that's my concern.
Thank you. Thanks.
Any further? Seeing none, thank you. There we go. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas Smith. I'm the student government. The first thing I have for you today is to ensure that all of you are on 2 committees. By today, if you still need 2 committees, please see me after the meeting and let me know. You must be on 2 committees. So please ensure you are on 2 by the end of this meeting. And if you don't, please come and see me. As president, I sit in the governance committee, known as AUC, which stands for All University. AUC is a committee that sends and approves policies, curriculum changes, and other documents to all the other governance committees and up to the president sometimes. And then they are directed back from AUC and sent where they need to go. We are still looking for more members, so if you are interested, please let me know. Like I said, all of you need to be on 2 committees at the meetings. If you have any questions, you can see me or the exec members at the meeting, walk through that. Another point, the next SGA meeting is a dress-up meeting with President Thompson, so please make sure to dress up. It is a business attire meeting, even though next Tuesday is a Monday schedule, we'll still be meeting, so come dress up and be prepared for questions for Dr. Thompson. Being able to ask the president of the university questions is a tremendous honor, so I encourage you to ask questions that you may have and come prepared. If you have any concerns about getting dressed clothing, please get in touch with me or any one of the exec members you're comfortable speaking to, and we'll help you figure something out. The process of reporting during SGA is changing. The executive board wants to ensure we all have an effective agenda for our meetings. So if you're going to report on Tuesday, during the meeting, please let Adam know by Monday at noon. This is so I can make the edits to the agenda and send to all of you by 2 p.m. on Mondays. You can still send tangible reports to Adam by Tuesday. Just let Adam know by Monday you will report. Also, please ensure, please ensure you are all reporting your respective areas. SGA can only ensure SGA can only ensure you are all, what? My dyslexia went crazy, sorry. Okay, yeah, so make sure you're reporting your respective areas. This can be as simple as talking to the other members of your domain, writing a report together, and having one person report meeting meetings. For next week, if you do not let Adam know that you are reporting by Monday, you will not be added to the speakers list by Tuesday. These are policies we must abide by, especially when formulating the agenda, and this is how we know and ensure who's speaking when. On that note, SGA emails are currently being sent to a folder in all of your emails labeled SGA Senators 23/24. If you click on the folder, you'll be able to see all of the emails. So please turn on the follow to your inbox tab to ensure all the emails they send you get sent to you. These notifications are vital, so please ensure you get them. Again, any questions, please do not walk through it. Another point, I talked to Captain Tony today of Public Safety. Tony's currently in the back of the room. Hello, Captain. If you want to wave hi, you can, Tony. Tony and I discussed a few hot topics on campus. However, I want to start with the FEMA alert that's going to be on all of our phones tomorrow. It's a test to send a national wireless emergency alert system. It will be going off at 2:20 p.m. tomorrow for our time zone. If you have your phone set to silent, keep in mind it will still make noise and vibrate to get your attention, but no worries. It's just to make sure your phone is receiving messages and that you know what will happen when you get alerts and such. Other pieces Tony and I discussed today are car ratings and thefts on campus. First and foremost, WSU students are not breaking into cars. Okay, not our students. People from off campus are the ones that are doing it. They're mostly breaking into cars, driving them somewhere, and dropping them off somewhere. There are some steps you can take to make sure to keep your car safe. First thing first, remember to lock your car doors. It is 10 times easier for people to steal your things or your vehicle if your doors are unlocked. So please make sure to lock your doors. Secondly, you can also purchase things like a steering wheel lock to ensure your steering wheel can only be unlocked by you after you open it. Right now, it seems like Honda SGA is the most acceptable, so consider that if you drive one. There are cameras in South Florida, and Public Safety has been monitoring them. Keep that in mind. They are also making to have extra patrols in South Florida and have extended shifts on the shuttle until 2 a.m. For students who think they might, for those of you that think you might see a potential car theft, please remain in your car and call Public Safety at 413-572-5262. That's an important number. Add to your phones. Just whenever. Public Safety has been notifying students because I know a lot of people have questions on it. So Public Safety is notifying students if their vehicles have been broken into. They've been either calling them or in some cases have knocked on the students' doors. I have a few more quick announcements and then I'm all set. We can almost vote on our governance committee. As we talked about last week, students have been officially given the green light to vote. All we need to do is send a quick poll to ask the student body if they want to be able to vote on the governance committee. The poll will be sent out soon. Once we get the go-ahead from Claudia Sienna Boyce of the MSCA, we will be fully allowed to vote on governance. So make sure you get on the poll and vote as soon as it's out. Next week, SGA will be holding an event in the DC and Commuter Cafe. We are basing it off the meme, everything is perfect, change my mind. We're going to make it Westfield State themed with Westfield State is perfect, change my mind, which will hopefully engage with students to reach out about the problems on campus and to put more things in SGA's radar. We will also ask students 3 questions about Lambert's call scenario to gauge how the general student population feels or knows about the Lambert's issue so SGA can begin formulating an available census. Lastly, and most notably, a mandatory SGA training for all senators is this Friday, October 6th, at 3:30 in the SGA room. We will review Robert's Rules of Orders, reporting, and more. So please make sure to attend it if you can. If you cannot make it, please email either me at president.sga@westfield.ma.edu, or you can email Adam, exec.sga@westfield.ma.edu. But please make sure to let us know. This is a meeting for all senators, so it's not just our new ones. We'll go over some old topics. That's all I have.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for this? Dan Courier. Hi, I thought we did get to go ahead with Claudia, if I'm not mistaken, because the council president didn't vote to ratify it, so I think we can do that now. I'd rather get it done this week so we can actually.
Yeah, so Claudia told us that it was voted on, that we are allowed to vote. They asked us the next step is to send in a survey of students, because that was the voting that we talked about in the presentation. So we can't vote on our governance committees right now. It needs to go to the students, and they also need a vote. So, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, was that, so do we know when that's going to happen? And the students will have that vote going out tomorrow?
Yeah, so that's a survey that I was asked to send out through SGA. I know Laura said she would handle that and then send it out as soon as she can. I will follow up with her tomorrow, and then it shouldn't be hard enough to make, so, you know. What are you doing? Okay, never mind. I will work with Matt to get that out to the student body as soon as I can. The goal will be tomorrow.
Anything further for Nicholas?
I have two just like quick, I guess, sort of points of information, just to like give justifications for things. First up, I know it seems goofy when me and Nick especially have been doing like our position after we say our names, especially when President Thompson is here next week. Please do that to the general body so that way she can get to know you and make that connection. Your position, your name, so kind of put your name out there so she can make that connection with you. And the second thing is to kind of justify our reports, me being notified by Monday is just so Nick can adjust the agenda accordingly so you don't have a million reports on the thing when half of them don't report. And the other part of it for Tuesday is just so I can formally have plans for the meeting. And if you would like at any point in our reporting, reach out and I can bring your reports for you as long as they're verified.
Anything further for Nick? Thank you, Nick.
Board of Trustee report, Daniel Carter.
All right, good evening, everybody. The Board of Trustees will be meeting next Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. in the President's Boardroom. Yes, they had it on the second floor of the Horace Mann Center. This is a great opportunity for all students, particularly those new to SGA, to learn more about what is going on in the university and the high-level strategic discussions that the board has during its meetings. I encourage you all, if possible, to attend the portion of the meeting that you're interested in person to learn more about that topic, but you can certainly live stream it. The meeting schedule is as follows: 8 a.m. to 8:30 in the morning, Governance and Nomination Committee; 8:30 to 10, Enrollment Management and Student Affairs Committee; 10:10 to 11 o'clock is Advancement Marketing and External Affairs Committee; 11 to 12 is Academic Affairs Committee; 12:30 to 2 is Financial Affairs Committee; 2 to 3:30 is Audit Committee; 3:40 to 4:30 is Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee; and 4:30 to 6:30 is the full board meeting. I'll give my student trustee report during the full board meeting. This report has been reviewed by the Executive Council and Data Student Guide Welch. I'll be highlighting for the board some of our current strengths as a university from the student perspective and some of the issues and challenges that SGA will tackle in the coming year. These include the Lammers Hall situation, reader engagement, the common hour policy, and the preferred chosen name change. I will be meeting with Human Resources tomorrow regarding the centralization of student employment postings and information on our campus. If you have any suggestions or questions, I'd be happy to hear them and answer. As a reminder, I'm available by email at trustee.sga@westfield.ma.edu or by text at 413-642-1892. The office hours of semester are Mondays 3:30 to 4:30, Tuesdays 8:30 to 9:30 and 4 to 5, Wednesdays 10 to 11, and Fridays 2 to 3. Thank you all, and please let me know if you have any.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Dan Career? Seeing none, thank you. Next is Student Advisory Council. Dan Currier.
Last Friday, the Student Advisory Council of the Board of Higher Education held a virtual meeting to approve updates to its bylaws. For those who don't know about the Student Advisory Council, it is a group comprised of all student government presidents and student trustees from all community colleges, state universities, and the UMass schools, and is assigned to serve as the student voice for the board, before the Board of Higher Education, which sets the policy and direction for all public universities in the state. I was unable to attend last Friday's meeting, but the Student Advisory Council did vote to update its bylaws and clarified language around members having met satisfactory academic progress and setting designees in the event they're unable to attend the meeting. The next meeting of the Student Advisory Council will occur next Thursday, October 12th from 4 to 7. The Student Advisory Council will be discussing current initiatives by the Department of Higher Education regarding campus safety and sexual assault, open educational resources, student basic needs security, and financial aid. We will also be electing our executive board at that time. Given that I will be attending the scholarship dinner that evening, I may request that someone be set in my place, but I'll certainly let you know. Thank you all, and we have a great rest of the week.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Dan Currier? Seeing none, thank you, Dan. Vice President report of Vice President report of Student Life, Jack Whitman.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Whitman, Vice President of Student Life for Student Government Association. Last week, we had the grand opening of the commuter lounge. It's Maureen. It went well, and we had a great turnout of students and staff, as well as the Westfield newswire story that was posted later that day about the commuter lounge as well. I hope that the opening of the news story helps commuters hear about the lounge and utilize the space that we have on campus. The second thing I have is CAB is hosting a Scarecrow building event on October 12th, and I was appointed the SGA representative. I hope all of Senate will join and be there, so no, only SGA member there. And it'll be good team bonding, and it'll just be a fun time, so I hope you all go. Last week, I wanted to follow up on something from last week. I will be meeting with Bill from Dining and Chris from Res Life next week to talk about the meal plans, so you'll have an update on that next week. Myself, along with Dan and Sarah, are working to create a second common hour, as Dan hinted at before. We will be meeting about this week. And this will be important for two reasons. One, it allows governance committees to also have a second day in case someone's on two committees. That way they can have the Friday and possibly like a Wednesday. But most importantly, it will allow us to have daytime programming for students where there will be an hour and 15-minute block for hopefully we'll be in classes during the day. That way students, especially commuters, can engage in events on campus. Two more things. One thing I just wanted to ask everyone about was the idea of an app to track the shuttle was floated around, and I wanted to gauge Senate's thoughts on this. And I am looking for one more student to be on Student Affairs Committee. So if anyone wants to join, we meet once a month for about an hour. It's a good committee to join. If you need a second one, please let me know.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Jack Whitman? Sarah Harrison.
I personally love the shuttle. Yeah, I think it's all aware.
Austin Morgan.
I know for a voice note,
Any further? Seeing none, thank you, Jack. Food Services Committee, Adam Carpenter.
Okay. Hi, good evening. I'm Adam Carpenter, the Executive Secretary. All things are back to the way they should be, as I'm once again giving the food service report after taking last week off. Thank you to VP of Student Life, Jack Whitman, for covering for me last week. Now that the framing has been done, it's time to go back to my actual updates. The first thing is that I'm happy to report that we had students who have no SGA affiliation at food services the other week, which is something that I've wanted all year, so I was very happy to see that. In terms of updates that are food specific, we now have fried pickles and mac and cheese bowls in late night at the bistro as of Monday, which is something that I'm very excited for, as second thing is that we are looking to incorporate getting salad and sandwiches for late night in the near future. But we are using a gradual rollout model in terms of a strategy for the implementation of these changes. I will say that this was my idea personally, because it looks better from a marketing perspective from dining if they're making the changes as things go. We are also considering increasing variety in the dining hall by changing things out, like rotating sweet potato fries to other options, similar to that extent. And the option of having a pasta toss around lunchtime where omelets are was also discussed. And then the final idea that we mozzarella sticks have returned to their normal type as of last night after numerous complaints I was receiving about the change from breaded to something else. And then my actual last thing is the idea of having grilled cheese in the DC all day was suggested by someone present at food services as a sort of comfort food to be there all day. And that is all.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Adam? Chris Perry.
Hi, Adam. So obviously, I have people from Michelle, Taylor. However, there's the scene. This is one of the do you have any reason why do you have any reason that no
I'd be happy to share that any food services that we discussed that it would be the same. That was what Bill said, is we were getting that it would be the same type of mac and cheese. I personally don't see too much of a problem, but I can discuss it again and see if we can get a change. I imagine it's for the reason of purchasing products, and that's the products that we purchase at the school. I had to put that up there.
Joseph Vidia.
I think that before we go into what we are doing, we should probably
Yeah, I agree. I think that the way that we kind of discussed our model is that we'll probably try doing grinders starting next Monday, and most likely sell it the week after that. Just, like rolling out distribution strategies so that way updates are spread out. And people get less complaints at that.
Sarah Harrington.
Regarding the grilled cheese thing, I think students can just use their own community press, if I'm not wrong, so I don't know if that needs to be money that's being funded for this, when we already have cheese in the readiness software.
I think the suggestion was mainly like have it out where the roasting wasn't just like toss it on the grill for you, but I understand.
Yeah.
Really, I think it's more like a scoop on the go type of use what they were suggesting.
Chris Perry.
on top of sweet potato fries, garlic parm fries, they were making it, so maybe switch those out to sweet potato fries.
Sounds good.
Joseph Vidia.
I guess it's just kind of hopefully it's touched based on recently, but as far as like the goes, like the version basis. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got that with the chair of the council. We got an correspondence conversation for the previous meeting, so that is being done.
Thank you.
David Boston. Dan Courier.
I move to end debate.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Vice President report, academic life, Sarah Harrington.
Well, the first was Joseph and Anna, happy birthday. Joseph, you're amazing human being. You're amazing human being. that's wonderful. I was unable to attend the advisory committee for academic policies or ACAP last Friday, September 29th. So we will staff in for me. Co-chairs Nicholas Galetta and Brian Evans were nominated. The official meeting time has been set to every other Thursday from 8:15 to 9:45 a.m. I need one more student to sit on this committee with me. I understand that it is early, but it is once every 2 weeks and can be done from the comfort of your own bed. So, keep that in mind. It is extremely important to have senators in this committee to represent the same body. This committee is responsible for forming the academic master plan. It's important to have student voices represent. It is important to have student voices present when this is being made. Please come up to me after this meeting or the academic policies committee after the meeting. 2 more students need to sit on APC with Joseph. Reiterating what Nick said, this is a governance committee, and extremely important for student representation as well. Some of the governance committees use curricula to organize their proposals. If you are planning on sitting on a governance committee and would like to learn about curricula, I'm planning to sit down with Roberts and Scott Dillon after this meeting to show them how to use it for HCC. So feel free to join. I was kind of confused with it when I first joined HCC, so I wish I had someone walk me through that. So that's why I'm doing this. I'll be asking for students who want to join parking committee later in the group meeting. That's appeal and control board. So if you're not in it and are interested, please come up to any of these members after the meeting so we can get you on it for information. If you're not in the group meeting, also come up to meetings. I have a meeting with the provost coming up on October 10th. If you want anything to be brought directly to his attention, please let me know. And to end it off with the regular spiel, my office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 12:30 and Fridays from 12:30 to 1:30. My email is bp@SGA.Westfield.edu.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Sarah Harrington? Daniel Courier.
Hi, Sarah. I think one thing you definitely bring up with the program is the number of courses that have an online only option, particularly the upper level in some of our programs that are most popular, like business. I think that's definitely a concern from a retention standpoint. Also, people don't feel like they're getting the value that they deserve. They feel like they are at SMHU online and with buildings. That's a problem. I certainly agree with an online option in general. I take advantage of that myself, but just having them online only is a problem, especially if we are basically out of COVID.
Daniel Lyons.
Hi, Sarah. I was a member of the board last year, and so I was wondering if there was like a conflict with that.
So we're actually forming a committee. Are you going to want to? Are you looking to sit?
Sure.
I can. I will talk to you.
All right, thank you.
Any further? Seeing none, thank you, Sarah. Special Committee on Reforming General Education Score, Ms. Carroll.
Good evening, everyone. Happy National Music Day. It's my new favorite holiday. This report will include more information from the fifth progress report and draft year sent out by Sarah. Among the topics in this report, it will include information about major restricted classes, first year journey, and double dipping. I am going to give an update on double dipping first because I know that's what everyone wants to hear. At the request of Nick Smith, SGA President, I sent out an email to all of executive with the fifth progress report in it. As well, I sent email to 4 chairs about double dipping and concerns everyone brought up. I told them how crucial it was for them to reconsider this, and unfortunately, I have yet to receive a response to that email, even though I was. So we're still waiting on that. If any senators want me to send them an email of the fifth progress report, please let me know either by email or after the meeting. I do want to add, with that being said, the progress report also discussed major restricted online courses, not online, sorry, major restricted courses. A note about that, all 100 level courses will be open to all students regardless of majors in the new Common Core. 200 level courses will vary, about half matter level, like research methods for different majors, as well as major electives will be major restricted for students in that major in the new common core. And again, almost all 3-level courses will be restricted. On that topic, first year journey will be open to all majors, but first semester students who still won't get to choose their classes. This comes as a concern for undecided majors entering Westfield. However, how they will get to choose the first year journey that they want is something I will ask our Thursday meeting. As a final note, I encourage Sarah to correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not sure about this. I'm just saying what I'm told. The score committee protocol calls for 2 SGA representatives to sit on the committee actively. Since Sarah isn't doing this semester, I do ask that someone else sit alongside me. I do ask because I will most likely not be able to do it in the spring semester. That way, we can also get a clear report instead of it always just being me. Or if you know someone on SGA or not, then send them my way. Finally, this semester, my office hours are literally anytime on Friday. I don't have classes Friday, so I should be down here from like 10 to the end of the day. My email is clam2075@westfield.ma.edu. And again, if you want to score progress report, please let me know or see me after the meeting.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Chris? Dan Courier?
Hi, Chris. I'd like to know how the meeting went today. I know you had sent the email, probably not today. Yeah, so I'd like to know how that meeting went and what they discussed.
It was basically just what I reported on the first 2 journeys. They didn't really talk about double dipping. And they also talked about the major restricted classes.
That may be addressed.
Mhm.
So I think definitely follow up on that email because they need to get back to you on that. We can certainly have them down at SGA or executive at some point. We need to have them. So they definitely write that down. We have to get them down there at some point. And then the other thing is that I know certainly they're talking about major restricted courses and everything else like that. Again, I asked, I know this is going to be a thing that you might want to bring up on Thursday, and they get it for governance this year because governance is important slow. And Matchy thinks that they're not going to do it. I have serious concerns about them being able to because faculty don't want to work past that hour and a half. So let's see how things go. But please, let's see how let's hopefully get it back.
It does tend to be frustrating from a student perspective, especially last year being a first year student and feeling like the advice I'm giving isn't valid because I'm just a first year student. I've been here a couple months and I haven't felt seen in that respect. So that's why I encourage maybe another class to join me on the committee because they know a lot more than I do about it, and I think it's also something that as an education major, it's very crucial to getting all my credits up.
Adam Carpenter?
So as a quick question, you might not know the answer, but how does major restricted courses work regarding like concentrations? Like would you not be able to take the class like for concentration you haven't declared yet because of that, you know?
So I don't remember the like precise answer on it, but I'm assuming I'm not going to assume actually. I would say I've taken a 200 level political science class and I haven't had my minor declared yet, but it still hasn't worked. As far as like concentrations go, as long as you have declared something to do with your concentration, then you can take even if it's double major online and things like that. As long as you're declared in that subject area, you can take.
Jack Wigan?
Hi, Chris, Jeff. I was just wondering if out there who's holding today, you can bring up double dipping and talk about how that's really wanting to find out why they don't support double dipping and that the students are advocating for it.
I did, and I asked them specifically if they got my email, and they said no. Okay, but I think you and Sarah got it, so I don't know. But what I was told was the professors really wanted it because they wanted to just make certain class. I don't really know the answer, to be honest, but the professors and sports guys were calling for it. And then when they sent out the vote, the professors were overwhelmingly
be addressed?
I was just wondering if, so I know you said that you asked them if they got, but did you at all, do they like have voices during the meeting? Stuff like that?
What I was told is they stick to their agenda, they send out a minute by minute agenda, I know that's not really ridiculous, but they send out a minute by minute agenda and they really should all that.
Dan Courier?
So you might ask that if you're thinking about a student survey, why send out a student survey to begin with? If they don't care about what the faculty say. If they only care about what the faculty say, the faculty supposedly have control over everything in this process, why even send out a survey? I would love to know that. So I would, if you're not gonna answer your emails, you're not gonna go to the meeting, bring them down here and answer the questions.
That's strongly, I really want that to happen, but obviously, they're not on the agenda for the semester and it's up to them at this point, they can come down and answer this stuff we have.
Point of information, I did email them to come down and speak to SGA on November 14th. So it's not a Nicholas thing, it's waiting for the email back. Sarah Hanson. Joseph, yeah.
Thank you for the report. I just want to be able to say So, if the faculty are being difficult with that process, then you, I would urge you to email and they allow that agenda. Because there are students on that. That is,
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Vice President report student equity, Joseph. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, Sarah, for your little praise today. My name is Joseph Bonilla, and I am Vice President of Student Equity. Throughout the past couple of weeks, I have reached out to and met with various administration together and regarding software on the banner system, i.e. While the speed at which this process has developed has not been ideal, we are making strides in the right direction. Last week, as many of you may have noticed in your emails, the Division of JEDI released an email communication providing information on phase 1 of this. Phase 1 streamlines the process of requesting a preferred chosen name change via request form. The form also includes options for gender identification and pronouns. To access this form, please go to www.westfield.ma.edu/registrar. Select the important form step, proceed to select the preferred chosen name form, and log in with your My Westfield username and password. Go ahead and show this now. Okay, so this is the registrar's website. As I said, it's www.westfield.ma.edu/registrar. There's going to be this like box right here. Click on the forms. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. And then it's going to pop up. You put in your login, so we just look at it together. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that you are all able to see this and be a resource for those who may need this one. Oh, there's something. Okay, great. So this is what it looks like. You're going to put your CWID number, your legal name, date of birth, your gender designation, pronoun preference, You then indicate your preferred chosen name. The reason why they want to see your legal name is to reference it in their systems by the registrar, health services, wherever they utilize it for documentation, and then so on and so forth. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Thank you. Move on. Thank you. So it is my understanding that we are waiting on the next phase of this initiative to ensure that we provide dignity and respect to all individuals across our university. This phase is hoped to resolve the ongoing issue of debt across departments on our campus that utilize legal documentation for respective areas. For example, registrar, et cetera. I know that we mentioned the email, the messaging system via text message utilizing debt names, either in this body or the body. That being said, I have no further update regarding this matter, but I will share that I'm corresponding with chairs of the preferred chosen name committee to inquire on regular updates, potentially adding students to that body now that the previous students are no longer there. Discuss education throughout the topic and more, as it is my expectation that this software is fully developed by the end of the semester. I'm working with moving on. I am working with various groups on campus, across our campus, to develop an assistant educational programming with respect to sexual and domestic violence on college campuses, drug use and addiction, bias education, interfaith affinity, and if you would like to learn more about these or assist in these efforts, please let me know, as I believe the bigger the table, the bigger the impact. Since our last meeting, I met with Community Council, the Interfaith Advisory Council, Vice President Dr. Pierce, and others regarding the aforementioned and more. This week I'll be meeting with the staff of the council, actually, to discuss methods to approach interfaith activity and other items. Feel free to get in touch with me either via email at bp.sga@westfield.ma.edu after this report or meeting, or during my office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. As always, I'll leave you with a quote. John Lewis once said, you have to take a long, hard look and just believe that if you're consistent, you will succeed. Thank you.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Joseph Vinia? Adam Carpenter?
So I think about random questions. Yeah. Not new. First off, thank you for your report. Second of all, like in terms of student emails, is it going to be a possibility for them to have like their first initial change then on the email so it doesn't have a dead name involved in the email when we get this update?
Well, thank you for asking. I think that's one thing to consider for all sensitive. I do not have an update on that. I will be seeing Dr. Pierce next week, so I'll bring it up. I will bring it up after this meeting. I think 2 weeks of great. I didn't mean to email you, but but yeah, no, I don't have an update on that. Any other questions?
Any further? Seeing none, thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
Vice President's report for publicity, Elizabeth Mercer.
The vacancies meet on Wednesday. Kelly's hosting a COVID-19 clinic at 10 a.m. So you email from her for more information as to how to register for it. On Friday, at University Hall at 7:30 at the front desk for and info for students to learn how to stay organized, such as the agenda, stationary items, and how to use online planners. And then also from 4 to 6 University Hall, there will be make your own positivity jar. The students can write down positive affirmations in the system. And on Saturday from 8 to 10 p.m., have is hosted the house. Thank you.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Elizabeth? Dana Courier?
This is a point of the accounting finance will be able to do that also on Thursday. And you're accounting for whatever reason.
Any further? Joseph Vinia?
Point of information, it's going to be a Wednesday.
Um,
2:30 to 3:30 on the influence of music on American culture. Thank you. American music. Sorry.
not from the
Any further? Seeing none, thank you, Elizabeth. Neighborhood Advisory Board, Elizabeth Mercer.
Hello, last Thursday I met with the neighborhood advisory board and we discussed ways in which we would be more inviting and welcoming to people who live near the university. We first started our meeting talking about the pizza reception party we had for the residents last spring. The reception went very well. We had a big audience from Thompson, came and greeted everyone before the play that the theater association put on. Overall, it was a great event and I look forward to the next event. For the next event, we discussed welcoming the neighbors to the ribbon cutting of Parental Hall and the Lynn Symphony special event on Tuesday, December 5th, at 7:30 at the new Denver Auditorium. Similar to the last event we had, there will be food and a pre-event social hour for the neighbors as well. In order to publicize our goals and plans for this year, we are currently working on a newsletter suggested by President Thompson that Haley will be working on with help from marketing. Our next meeting is on November 9th. The next meeting is welcome to all. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to speak to me. Thank you.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Elizabeth Mercer? Seeing none, thank you, Elizabeth. Parliamentary report, Ethan Haynes.
Good evening, everyone. First, thank you for electing me to be your parliamentarian this evening. I'm going to move this out of the way because it's not working right now. It's a massive honor. So really thank you. I feel that you all deserve to know who your parliamentarian is this year. First, my name is Ethan Haynes. I am a second semester sophomore. I'm a transfer student. I started my college career in, I think it's in State University in Dickinson, North Dakota. I happily enjoy music, politics, and my cat Sneezer, who lives in my dorms. If you want to meet him, just let me know. Second, my office hours will be posted on the back door in the back hopefully this coming week. They will be Monday, 12:30 to 1:30, Tuesday, 12:45 to 4, because I have nothing to do, and Wednesday, 12:30 to 4. If you'd like to reach out to me for any SGA-related business, please feel free to email me anytime at harley.sga@westfield.ma.edu. I don't have access yet, so if I don't get back to you right away, just give me a minute. Finally, I will be chair of the Rules and Regulations Committee this year. This committee's purpose is to uphold and interpret the Constitution of student government along with other club and organizations that are recognized by student government. This committee comprises of Student Government Association President Nicholas Smith, Student Government Association Vice President of Finance Caitlin Westcott, who we're dearly missing tonight, and SGA Vice President of Student Life Jack Wyndon, or designee of any one of theirs. Furthermore, this will comprise of one person from each class. So you will be nominating those tonight in just a moment. This does not have to be a class council representative. Those who are representatives from their class will be nominated and elected. Now, I move to open nominations for the Rules and Regulations Committee.
Second to open nominations for Rules and Regulations. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. If each class president could nominate one from their class, that's the best way to do this.
Sorry, if I may.
Go ahead, Ben.
Anyone is able to nominate. If so, class president, of course, nominate, but anyone can nominate. So let's start with the first year.
Good.
Do you want us to come back to?
Okay, sophomore.
Do you want to explain a little bit?
Of course, thank you for asking, Sarah. Rules and regulations, like I said, looks over constitutions from other clubs and organizations that are recognized by student government. We do constitutional review, making sure their constitutions for their clubs and organizations that are recognized by us are all in good standing, making sure that everything's up to date with language, regulations, everything like that. If there's a constitutional amendment to the student government constitution, we also take a look at that before we put it to the body for a vote. Yes.
It may be helpful for you to have the class here, folks raise their hand if they're in that class, so folks know in the room who to be.
Oh, yeah. I like that. So the first year, we'll start with the sophomore. Sophomores, you guys can raise your hand if you're sophomore. Justin Waddle.
I would like to nominate.
Take a few steps. Okay. Is there any other nominations for the sophomore class? Okay, Phoenix. Austin Morgan.
I nominate Mr. Ray as a friend.
Here. Raise your hand. Scott, you okay with that? Back to the first year. Okay. If there are no more, who would want to run, want to be nominated, it would be within the chair's discretion to approve rules regulations and approve second to approve the nominations rules regulations. All in favor? Opposed?
No.
Abstentions? Motion carries.
Senior.
Okay. Is there any new business? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, my bad. Three of us, it was one.
To start off, I'd like to point Anderson and Matt and SGA class rep for the 2023-2024 academic.
It is moving seconded to appoint Anderson and Page Westfield to the class of 2025. Let's have a room second. Moving seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
We're down to what our class council came out to. Some people may think months, but we've been working diligently on the halfway there event. I'm pleased to announce it. We'll be having a halfway there on Friday, November 3rd from 8 to 11 in Scanlon. And we are calling it Aloha Junior Year, where there will be a minimum contest for a one-of-a-kind prize that will be revealed that night. So it's open to all class years. So do that.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns from the host? Seeing none, please. Now, is there any new business? Announcements? Tony? Sarah Harrison?
I did not mention in my report that there's only one spot left on the parking fields. I'm just gonna give it to whoever wants to, Nick and Arias as well. And then there's 4 more spots on the field.
Captain Tony?
All things Scott tomorrow, 3 to 4. We'll also have lemonade.
Jack Whitman?
Government students are reported and there's still one SGA student there.
Adam Carpenter?
Executive Secretary. Just as a notice for everyone, please put your name tags in your cubbies over there, so I do not have to walk around. Thank you.
Matt Julia?
I know Jack mentioned the scarecrow competition. It sounds like SGA is going to have a team. I encourage any individual class councils or other groups in the room, if you're involved in the club, to also participate. We're trying to get as many scarecrows on the green as possible for homecoming.
Elizabeth Mercer? Madam President?
I just have a quick second announcement. If you have a preferred name that's like a nickname or anything that you'd like to be referred to as or roll call, I can get around to doing this.
Dan Courier?
We're looking for people, one student for the information technology advisory committee, also known as IPSAC, is from 10 a.m. to 11:30 on the third Tuesday of the month. So if you have that time available, want to talk about anything tech related, please let me know if you'd like to get someone at the ASU. Thank you.
Senator Benson? Chris Carroll?
Your history and surrounding the lessons, 130 and the 23 with Dr. Paul.
Harry Kane?
Hi everyone, my name is Haley Kane and I'm a community empowerment representative. I'm a member for my community. As you heard from us, we are going to be sending out newsletters to neighbors that live near your campus from public homestead. We're also planning our annual turkey drive. And anything else we want to do in the community. So if you have any ideas or join the committee, we'd love to have you. And the meeting will be decided in one week. Thank you.
Dan Courier?
So just to put on the record, this is the reason I voted to go was not for any people that are on the governance, the rules and regulations committee. I just don't think the process went according to our constitution, so I did vote no. I didn't think we rushed it, so I will vote for the record, did vote no for that.
Thank you, Jared. Further? Adrian?
227 days until commencement.
Roll call.
Caitlin Egan,
Here.
Timothy Allen, Isabella Patel, Scott Vaughn,
Here.
Nick Palma,
Here. Did I pack up?
Anderson Galera,
Here.
Dave Glenn,
Here.
Abby Lexi, Desiree Brown,
Here.
Abby Morales, Jacob Constant, here, Iris Serda,
Here.
William Connor,
Here.
Angela Hayes,
Here.
Daniel Lyon, here, Maggie Roberts,
Here.
Brandon Rita, here, Austin Morris, here, Christopher Kira, here, Isabella Monet, James McDonald, here, Chloe Flynn, here, Miles Jordan, Justin Wall, here, Crystal Mills, Naomi Britta, Patricia Summer,
Here.
Benjamin Burner, here, Kayla Leader, Ariane.
If there is no additional business, I call for adjournment until the third meeting of the student government session until October 10th. Thank you.
So you're saying for curriculum.
Yes.
Again.